What's up, ShinyNow fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire news blast. First up, did you hear what King Charles said about a potential marriage to a Nixon? He dropped a bombshell at a recent banquet, referencing an old news story from the 1970s about his trip to the US and a surprising connection to President Nixon's daughter. This has everyone talking about what could have been. And speaking of royalty and high-profile visits, we're diving into President Donald Trump's recent state visit to the UK. King Charles III rolled out the royal carpet with a spectacular welcome at Windsor Castle, complete with honor guards and carriages. We'll break down the pageantry, the political undertones, and the moments that had everyone watching. But wait, there's more. We're going back in time to explore the fascinating story behind King Charles's special relationship with Tricia Nixon. Was there a real chance of a royal romance? We're uncovering the details of their 1970 encounter and why this match that didn't take is still a topic of intrigue today. And finally, we have some surprising personal news from the royal family itself. King Charles III's godson, Lord Nicholas Windsor, has reportedly split from his wife, Paula Frankopan, shortly after the passing of his mother. We've got the details on this unexpected turn of events. Stick around for all the juicy details, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. King Charles's royal wedding hint. Did you know King Charles once joked he might have been married into the Nixon family? It all came out during a state banquet hosted for U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. In a rare moment of levity, the king referenced an old news story from the 1970s, recalling his first visit to the United States and the media's speculation about a potential romance between him and Tricia Nixon, President Richard Nixon's daughter. He playfully suggested that if the media had had their way back then, he might have ended up marrying into the Nixon family, much to the amusement of President Trump and the attendees. This anecdote highlights the long-standing, special relationship between the US and the UK, even referencing a time when a royal visit was seen as a prime opportunity for diplomatic and even personal matchmaking. While Charles did attend events with Tricia Nixon, including a baseball game and a state dinner, the royal match never materialized. Charles went on to marry Princess Diana, and Tricia Nixon married Edward F. Cox. This playful jab from the king, however, has reignited interest in this intriguing historical what if. Stay tuned as we uncover the full story behind this royal, almost. But first, we're heading across the pond to detail Donald Trump's grand entrance into the UK. Trump's royal welcome, pageantry and politics. President Donald Trump received a spectacular welcome at Windsor Castle for his state visit to the UK, a grand affair hosted by King Charles III. The pageantry was immense, with Trump and First Lady Melania Trump greeted by Prince William and Kate Middleton, before being escorted by King Charles and Queen Camilla in a procession of horse-drawn carriages. The event featured military honor guards, ranks of soldiers, sailors, and aviators, and military bands playing both national anthems. King Charles and Trump shared moments of conversation and camaraderie, even inspecting an honor guard together, a moment that showcased a more relaxed dynamic compared to Trump's previous visit in 2019. The scale of the event, involving 1,300 troops and 120 horses, was designed to impress the visiting president. During a tour of the royal collection display, Trump expressed his awe at historical artifacts related to U.S.-British relations. The exchange of gifts included a leather-bound volume celebrating the Declaration of Independence for Trump and a replica of an Eisenhower sword for Charles. However, beneath the surface of this elaborate display, the visit carried political weight, with British officials aiming to bolster ties amidst global trade and security shifts and hoping to steer clear of sensitive topics like the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. The choice of Windsor Castle over Buckingham Palace also hinted at strategic considerations for security and a more photogenic setting. The visit was a carefully orchestrated blend of royal tradition and diplomatic strategy, underscoring the enduring, albeit complex, relationship between the two nations. But the royal connections don't stop there. We're going to explore a fascinating historical what if involving a royal and a different American family next. The royal romance that almost was, Charles and Tricia Nixon. King Charles's recent jest about potentially marrying into the Nixon family has brought to light a little-known chapter from the summer of 1970. While a young Prince Charles was already acquainted with Camilla Parker Bowles, his visit to the United States that year placed him in close proximity to Tricia Nixon, President Richard Nixon's eldest daughter. President Nixon, keen on leveraging the royal visit for public relations and strengthening US-UK ties, orchestrated a series of events designed to foster a connection between Charles and Tricia. The two were photographed together at a Washington Senators baseball game and attended a large dinner dance at the White House. Tricia, described as confident and politically connected, was seen by some as a transatlantic counterpart to Camilla. However, despite Nixon's apparent hopes for a significant match, the relationship never progressed beyond a friendly acquaintance. The media at the time dubbed them the match that didn't take. This episode underscores the historical allure of the British monarchy for Americans and the enduring special relationship between the two countries, a relationship that has seen various transatlantic pairings, from Consuelo Vanderbilt marrying a duke to more recent royal unions. The story serves as a charming reminder of the personal dynamics that have often intertwined with high-level diplomacy. From almost royal romances to unexpected personal news, we're shifting gears to a surprising development within the royal family itself. Royal split, King Charles's godson separates from wife. In the wake of his mother's recent passing, King Charles III's godson, Lord Nicholas Windsor, has reportedly separated from his wife, Paula Frankopan, after 19 years of marriage. The news surfaced shortly after Lord Nicholas attended the funeral of his mother, Catherine, Duchess of Kent, solo. Sources indicate that while the couple has been estranged for some time and no longer attend family events together, they are unlikely to pursue a formal divorce. Nicholas and Paula, who married in a historic Roman Catholic ceremony in Vatican City in 2006, share 3 sons. This personal news comes amidst a busy period for the royal family, which included hosting President Donald Trump for a state visit. The passing of the Duchess of Kent at age 92 was marked by a funeral attended by many senior royals, though Queen Camilla was absent due to illness. The funeral also saw Princess Kate Middleton make a notable appearance, wearing a significant pearl necklace previously owned by Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana. The reported separation of Lord Nicholas and Paula adds a layer of personal drama to a week filled with significant royal and diplomatic events. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. But before you go, stick around for a quick recap and our full call to action. That was your rapid-fire news fix. We covered King Charles's witty remarks about a potential Nixon marriage, the dazzling state visit of Donald Trump to the UK, a deep dive into that intriguing royal, almost, romance with Tricia Nixon, and the personal news of Lord Nicholas Windsor's separation. Don't miss out on any of our exclusive updates. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to ShinyNow for more amazing content, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Also, let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media channels for behind-the-scenes content.